Hello everybody, welcome back to Drop Duchy. It's time for another trial. Going down the list, so we did left, middle, right, middle, left, right, middle. We failed on Fearless with a 1. So, traitors. Each combat round, if you don't hire the mercenaries, they join the enemy's side. Note, after paying them, they won't join the enemy even if you don't select them in your buildings round. Oh, jeez. Okay. We're going to want lots of stuff, so let's try the Republic and try and get lots of stuff in the Belfry, perhaps. It's going to be interesting. Obviously, the other option would be to not pursue combat rounds, but we'll see how that goes. First of all, upgrade you here. So, I think I'm going to start with extra people to accelerate the Belfry growth, but thereafter we'll see where we go. I probably want a building card because getting an extra military card is always nice. We don't need to spend our gold here yet. So, nice free round. Hold that guy. That can go there quite comfortably, I think. These two are not my friends. Well, I can put that there. Stick this awkwardly on top. Throw the Belfry down here. Cap that over. Then we want to make more stuff with downtown before doing anything else. We could rotate this through. Excuse you, thank you. Well, we might as well try for 2 Tetrises in this case, I think. So that joins all of that together, but now I have this piece to deal with, which is just terrible. I don't know that I can make 2 Tetrises, even if I try. Well, we can sacrifice... That's 2 rows to sacrifice. That'd be 1, but we'd miss out on this down here. Will I ever make this work? Probably not. But hey, oh, I didn't even think about where to put this after. Alright, never mind. We've got lots of pleasantly sized pieces here. Alright, stick you in there. You're clearly going in there, but maybe we can wait to do that. Not if I want to hold that hook there to play that on the left. Well, all things considered, we've got a decent number of rows. Horse stable is basically a given. And here, building with garrison, it's going to be the prison. And up here, it's going to be the hostile region. So, we need to open this. We can afford all of these. But how many do I want to take with me? And how many do I need to take with me is a very specific pair of questions. So I think we take the grain here. And then plains is a classic. So now we can't afford to pay... Oh, the gold one's only 75. We can afford that. Not that I feel like I need to. I'm going to grab a slot for my prison. And then these are 15. The prison is 25 on its own. Horse stable would be pretty large. I think I'm just going to grab one of these guys. Do I want to take them into the fight to counteract one of the other ones? Excuse my silence for sneezes. I can't remember if I can hold one of these guys in my holding. If I can, I think we'll be okay. Let's just go with this. Because I want the wood to pay more things and stuff. Stuff and things. Alright, let's start with you there. We'll see if we can hold this mercenary camp in a second. We can. Good. You get 12. This needs more than 30. So that's not going to grow. That's fine. This side is looking a little ugly. But we get a good hook to go over here, which is nice. Or second long piece. Just garrison 15. Well, I would need 3 long pieces to fill all of those gaps. So let's play this here. Joins up with the warehouses, which is important. Then we can play this a little less cumbersomely. Only a little, though. Where are we going to play our stable? Is a fantastic question. I guess I'm just going to concede to not filling in this spot, I think. Stable could go here. Don't love it. This has 15, you have 12. But one of you is much easier to deal with. We're not going to get a lot of spread on this side out of downtown. This is the last enemy building. No, there's one more enemy building to come. Alright, I'm going to do this. And this is very not pretty. I can't play my building up here without something to put it on, which is horrible. Oh god, it's Belfry. I want the Belfry to touch every other thing in the history of the world, though. big sigh. Big sigh. I've really butchered this, haven't I? Oh, wait, there's a strategic pavilion to come. Okay. Well, I didn't need to play this then. That's all for naught. Okay, how did we do? Pretty bad. 5 enemy buildings to get through is a lot. Give me more swords. Then all those swords cut through these. But then they've got axes left, which cut through my swords really easily. I have no arrows to deal with their axes. So I guess I'm going to make these into arrows, make those into arrows, make all of it into arrows, drive the arrows into my swords, into my swords, into my axes. Alright. It's okay? Question mark? I don't love these options, so I guess I just take strength in numbers. Food or gold is a fantastic question. Probably the gold. Then a trading fair. We want to trade off any of this gold for anything in particular? Because I want to buy open slots is the thing. So, no, I think. Like, obviously, we get more value out of it. It's half of our gold for 525 wheat. We could upgrade a prison with that. Alright, you got me. Over to hostile side. So this goes to 40. This goes to 5 units. I could do both. And then we don't... Oh, this is gold, not food, of course. Well, we don't have an extra building to take in with us right now. River Castle, Alarm Tower, Merc Camp. Oh, this business. I guess I'm going to buy this one. And not take it in with me. And then have 2 more to deal with. This is going to suck. Okay. Where am I going to put this Merc camp? Well, if I hold that. Let's do this here or here with the alarm tower in the corner. This is not going to get any bigger. They need 45 to counteract it, so I'm okay with this. Alarm tower all the way in the corner. We can start throwing the river to the right. This is one adjacent enemy building, not two. This is just another Merc camp. Right, this is what I was kind of hoping for. Belfry can go down here. This can go in here. Downtown hits there, connects to Belfry. Garrison 20, Garrison 15. I'm going to stick my guy there. Ah, that's on me. That is so on me. Garrison 15. These river pieces are terrible for us right now. Oh, I didn't want to put this here. I wanted to put the warehouses upright. You dummy. Well, we could river flow over here, give them 20 more units. This is going to get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I'll make it work. Okay. Pretty ugly. Sword, sword, swords, axes, axes. We do not have arrows to fight axes. We have axes to fight swords, but it's our lowest one. So I think it's just going to be axes into axes, make them swords. So if we do our 30 axes into their 35, that leaves them with 5 axes, becomes 25 swords, becomes 40 swords, becomes 60 swords, becomes 75 swords, attacks our 90 swords. Not the prettiest, but still reasonably functional. I do like Arborist for its potential in just healing us. But do I want just more resources? It's not that much stuff. Maybe it is after you've upgraded it, but it doesn't feel great. Give me this. Let's see how we do. Hostile on the right, so our hand is forced. Right, we have lots of money, which is good. So let's do this, and 15, 15, and 15. Buy you off and have you selected. Belfry gets an upgrade. This is more wheat. This is more people. This is more units. Give me more people again. And, great question. We have swords, swords, swords. So upgrading this is probably worthwhile. Can't do that. Do we want to pay off either of these? 30 more units doesn't sound too bad. So I think we'll manage. Upgrade to Arborist that we're not taking in, so we won't upgrade it. I think we'll get those to join up eventually. Merc camp for 20. Watchtower for 20. Stick it in the middle of nowhere. Mercenary camp. 4-player buildings, 2 enemy buildings left. Stick that on top of that. Then this goes very nicely in here. This is my mercenary camp. I'm going to stick this in here. Goes in there nicely. Now we lose that on 1 whole pip, but I'm okay with that. Right, we got a lot of good stuff coming up in a second, so we can have a good think about how horse stable is going to play out here. This is totally fine. Provided there are no buildings left. There's 1 enemy building left, so we just won't play that enemy building in these lower spaces, basically, is the intent. I think we'll do 1 more warehouse piece still. This long river piece is unideal, to say the least. Well, I need to play this training camp or this Merc camp. So long as I don't send their enemy units anything. This is fine. Maybe I don't have 1 more of mine left to go. Alright, I was mistaken. We get 1 whole extra line off. But we get a near max value stable, which is very nice. 15 swords take out 20 arrows. Then the rest is axes on axes and swords on swords. I hate clicking the wrong thing in the middle. But you know what? If we do swords into swords into swords, we get 22 extra units. So then we can take out archers, swords, and swords, pick up these and hit that at the end. Seems to have worked out okay. I like a training camp. And Belfry can almost certainly be upgraded. Right, now we get 2 wood out of the Belfry. So basically, the Belfry is our mercenary buying machine. Now, what else do I need more of? Stuff that needs stone right now is no fun. Grain. 180 gold for 450 grain. And then we can upgrade the training camp. Three whole extra units does not seem like that much, does it? Would I rather just take in one of these guys for 15? It's a great question. How much do I want one type of unit over another? We never have arrows. But our arrows would take out these axes, and we might not even play those axes. But then if we don't buy these axes, they'll play those axes as well. But also we're sitting on like heaps of grain. Alright. I'm going to do that just because it's the boss fight and I fear it the most. If we take swords, we can do swords into swords into swords again, which I did like for getting extra units. They do have a lot of archers on side. As for upgrades, getting more wood is probably a value. Alright, well, they're not getting any extra units this round, which is something. I forgot to even consider buying extra health, because I always do. Adjacent plains or fields? But you want adjacent military buildings. Also, here's the horse stable. Your rally point can go here. My stable can go here. Then we are to not build anything in between. If I lose out on these 4 units for a belfry, as a sacrifice I'm willing to accept. This river piece incoming is horrendous. I can't leave too many gaps, otherwise we're not going to be able to raise the wall. We're going to have to go over here. That does raise a bit. This has to go here, or here perhaps. Then the long piece has to go probably vertical there. Let's do this. That. Not in this line. So we can take prison. The wooden fortress. I mean, I can play my Merc camp somewhere. Not here, it ruins one. I mean, I get 15 units for losing 10. So it's half viable. Or I can do this over here. Then warehouses here. This could go there if it had to. I'm worried about how many units I need to play, or how many pieces I need to play to get this to be higher. So I might lose 5 of horse stable to play that. Then you want forests. This is doing a rotate in there. Can't get this river piece anywhere better if I don't play this here. Alright, that's all she wrote. Wow, just 3 on the belfry is not strong. With this, I think we are just going to go axes to axes to axes to get an extra 22. Then the axes take out the archers happily, the swords neutrally, and... well, let's do that, and then if there's a tiny number left, we can convert them to axes, though. I don't suppose the math is going to work out that way. But we're fine. A market for more resources. Need more gold to get... more open slots, though. Alright, we can go either side, but right for the next hostel, so it's going to be all right. Lots of universities to come. Boost my combat. That's a way to get some cash. Hopefully, at least. Right, supply line, bastion, Merc camp, ranger base. Oh, these guys got expensive, and I don't like it. Right, we're going to take in the market, because I want the resources. If I want the gold, I have to play all of these guys, which is unpleasant. I could sell 3 cards to get enough gold to buy a slot, but that seems generally unwise. With the numbers these guys are offering up, these guys offer 20 instead of 15 now. I guess I just buy the 2 that I can afford. And hope for the best, even if it is a bit gnarly. Right. Very early supply line. If we do this and this. Bastion wants adjacent plains. Oh. Oh, I was like, oh, these aren't terrain, but it's wheat, wood, and gold for each terrain, not for each wheat and wood. You got me. Game I didn't read. Right, so this is going to get 8 if I grow it on the top, which is the best use I've got right now. Or we could just not play it at all, perhaps. There is downtown. Stick that there. Belfry can go in the gap. Prison can smooch over to the left. That can go down to comfortably, which leaves a lovely spot for that. I need to think about where my horse stable is going to go, as ever. This is just tiles that's going to become this anyway. If I stuck the bastion in here, 2 of the tiles that it makes would become neighborhoods. I don't love it. There's 2 player buildings, 1 enemy building remaining. Just do that and take the loss. Right, if this goes here, there is no forest. Didn't think this through, did I? All right. I guess this is only going to be half as effective as I want it to be. Is that how it's going to go down? I don't want to give this 16 extra units, so I guess I'll take a hit of 15 to avoid giving them 16. Fortunately, that does mean I can hide my market back there and attach it to everything. And you know what? Let's just not play this Merc camp for 27. I could get 1 more row, or I could save myself 27 units. Okay. swords and swords into more swords into arrows and arrows and arrows is very pleasant. It's just a case of trying to keep up the volume of our material gains. Mana does help that, but we're not getting the gold to get those extra slots open right now, so I don't want to spend gold re-rolling either. We could skip and get 50 gold, I guess. One whole faith is better than nothing. Again, I could sell 2 cards to open up a slot. We're not really using No Mercy. We could sell these 2 to get 1 more open building slot. Maybe it's short-sightedness, but I'll take it. You can be upgraded, so I will. 5 people. Oh no, it's 4 adjacent to wasteland, 4 adjacent to mountain, 4 adjacent to fields. We're not planting fields. We're not going to keep mountains around for that long, I assume. So it's another day on wasteland production, which does nothing for us now, but will do something for us later. I want to spend 150 wood on this. Well, do I want to spend money on these guys? Probably. Give me the sword one, because that's good for us in general. The axes one. Axes are strong against swords. They don't have any other axes, so there's not too many of them to put up with. Adjacent mountain pieces, adjacent forest pieces. Recruit 12 for each adjacent military building, and garrison 30. Jeez. I think we can still handle this okay. And if I'm wrong, then we'll find out reasonably quickly. Right, we got a very early horse stable wooden fortress situation. So, horse stable here. Wooden fortress hidden behind the stone. Don't play anything else in these 2 rows that constitutes a building. This is fine here. I need something to go in there. I don't know what yet. Warehouses do want to go. I mean, it's 10 swords I'm missing out on if I do put something in there. You're not going to get any bigger. You are connected to that. This is 20. So if I put the prison there. Well, maybe not. Maybe the prison goes here. You can't get any bigger. Then this can either go on top of here or on top of there. No piece will fit in this gap, and I hate it. Do this side. 30 and 30. Swords and arrows. I'd rather play arrows because arrows get cut down by our swords. So I'll do those 2 like that. finally we get something that can plug this gap in a second. I must be able to rotate that in there, right? Yeah. Thank goodness. Here is downtown. Belfry here. I guess I'm going to leave a one-gapper. Look at all those resources. That cuts the wrong way to go in those. 30 and 30. Arrows versus swords. I'd rather play arrows. Adjacent military buildings, so you're definitely not going that far over, sir. Alright, there's not really any lines left to be had here for the most part, I think. Huge stable. So they've got arrows, 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 swords, axes. My 9 axes can attack their swords, who can attack my swords, leaving me some swords left to take swords and a bonus with swords and a bonus into arrows, 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 and then their axes. I could drive their axes into arrows, but then I lose my bonuses, so I don't really know which one of those two scenarios is better. Somebody who knows programming needs to like make a web tool where you can just program in a series of numbers and do the fights in various different ways to see who comes out on top. Religious buildings give 1 defense free for each adjacent mountain piece. Is no good for us without any religious buildings. Seminary is no good to us without any religious buildings. Heretic's Lair. It's garrison 25 and it's arrows, which I guess I will hold for emergencies for a while. Give me an anything. Give me a printing press. Right, we could do... Oh no, it's gold that lets us open more slots. So we should think about that. We can upgrade this here. This gives us 3 stone. I don't think we can pay for guys with stone, but I do like having more stone. We're already at level 8. If we can get to level 10, we get our... Oh, sorry, we're upgrading to 8. If we can get to 10, we get our super mega citizen brigade online. So maybe we do more citizens here. We just need 500 guys and 100 stone for that. Downtown, I think we increase the range of. That's no doubt. Markets available for upgrade. There's no gold here. We want to go to the hostile region, so it'll be one of the 2 on the right. We've got lots of stone. We've got lots of wood, so let's get a big pile of stone. And now we just need a bunch of citizens to finish out. They've got lots of arrows, which is good for our swords. Give me more swords. We can't afford those two guys, so that's pretty moot. Alright, I think this is just going to be it. Merc camp and these guys recruit 4 for each plane or field adjacent to connected mountain pieces. So don't touch these with mountains. You can touch them directly with planes. Downtown now has range 3, which is big. This is an ugly early Merc camp. I'm just going to get those two down. I maybe don't love that this is axes, but also how choosy do I really get to be right now? I can give up the 3 wood that we've put on the bottom row because it's just reasonably inconsequential, I think. Downtown has arrived. I can do this. I can do that and put downtown in the gap, but then it's only going to help higher. So I think this goes in there. There's at least 3 of these guys, I think. So stick you in the gap down here. Recruit 4 for each plane or field adjacent to mountain pieces next to you. We get another neighborhood. That neighborhood can fit in this gap here. So stick that there. Let's stick downtown on top of that. My prison goes up to 45. That's not going to get much bigger than it already is. Well, 33 is a little big. I can stick it in this gap. No, because that's got a load of mountains next to it. Plain or fields adjacent to connected mountain pieces. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick that in there. I'm going to stick the warehouses on like that. These are ugly. This can go, well, 2 player buildings, 1 enemy building. Just trying to think about my horse stable, because we haven't seen that yet. There's the belfry. Belfry, still a 2x2. I think that's going there. Is it? If this goes here... Yeah. This is the last of the buildings, so I need to try and get a really good horse stable out of this. The belfry has to go here. I don't love it, but I don't see much better to do right now. The horse stable is these two. It's going to hit belfry and that guy. Oh, piss off. I'm so bad at doing the spin things when I want them to go the opposing direction. Great units here. Love to see it. Okay, they've got a bit of everything. I don't. I basically only have swords when you look at this being a 3. So, let's make you into arrows. Grab those into arrows. Grab these into arrows. Grab these into arrows. And then attack into swords, into swords, into swords, into those. Nice. Scary, but we got there. And we got good resources now. Give me a monument, because the enemy might have lots of extra units in rounds to come. Refill defenses here is the obvious option. We don't have the extra defense card. There's no need to do this first, is there? Goes up to 10. Goes up to 6 for Wasteland. What does this get? Oh, garrison 20. Oh yeah, we don't have a garrison right now. That's why this always looks so meek. Belfry to 10. Gain 35. And then it's the keep. This will be a hoot, I'm sure. I definitely don't want the enemy to have extra units, because those extra units are pieces that I would have to play fighting against the towers, which is real unpleasant. So, what do I want to take in? Great question. Take the training camp, or I could take something I get here. Mercenary camp. Mercenary camp. Mercenary camp. As those have become doubly bad. Belfry's really big, but it's the only kind of really large thing we have. I think I'd rather have a T-shape swords than an L-shaped swords, because this has rotational symmetry, this doesn't. And the monument doesn't really work here because the towers don't necessarily start with units on them, and I don't know when that procs. Is it at the end? Hold on. No, just send to each allied or enemy group in range. Right, it's that one. Okay. That's what I get for reading. This doesn't have them in range until the end. I think I'm just going to go with this. This is fine. Don't play the prison against the keep, because I'll lose it. Let's do that. Do this. And then stick that down there. Hold that. Downtown. Right smack there. Market can go here or here. Let's stick that down there. Market on top. Then that fits in there nicely. Prison, I can play here, and then it doesn't touch the keep and doesn't set off a tower. That can go on the edge of that. Horse stable is not going to do a great job. I think it can't really be helped though. If I stick it here, it sees the belfry on that line, but we could do something on the line beneath it, perhaps. The line beneath it gets us to here. I could do this or this. That takes the corner and the top one, so I'd be gaining 40. I'd be gaining 20 to lose 30. Except I wouldn't, because I'd be getting 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40 for this. Well, is there any way that I can play that better? I don't think so. I could lose 5, and then this only hits 1 diagonal. That's probably a little better. Because then I lose 5 swords, but they don't get 15 for the second tower. And we have 2 pieces that are the same. So that's our race run. And then we go swords, touch swords, touch swords for the bonuses. No! God damn it. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. All right. Well, these last 3 challenges are apparently much tougher. For now, we will try again another day. Hit that like button, subscribe for more Drop Duchy videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers, guys.